Driver feedback is an in-vehicle, audible alert that can improve the on-road behavior of drivers by notifying them of unsafe or potentially risky driving events. Alerts can be configured to sound on a number of events, including unbuckled seatbelts, RPM level, or aggressive driving. If an event is triggered, the device will beep, alerting the driver to correct their behavior. If a carrier wants to track specific driver behavior, rules can be set up and enabled to match the driver feedback. To set up driver feedback, select the Vehicles tab and click the vehicle to enable. Next, select the Driver Feedback tab and set Device Beeping to On if it is not on already. There are 7 different options for driver feedback, all of which can be enabled, but it is not recommended to use more than 2 or 3 at one time. To enable driver feedback, toggle the switch to On for the appropriate category. The driver identification reminder is used with the iOx NFC Driver ID Kit. The driver swipes a key fob or sticker to identify themselves as the driver, but if they forget, the beeps start and continue until they swipe. The slider determines how long after swiping the driver has to start the vehicle. The device will beep if the vehicle is started after the time has expired. The slider also determines how long the driver ID is retained when the ignition is turned off. This works well for delivery drivers who have many stops in a day. Beep on engine RPM has a default of 3,500, or users can enter an RPM level into the text box. Once the driver exceeds that level, the device starts beeping. Beep when idling for a period of time causes the Go device to beep if the vehicle idles for longer than the specified time. Speed warning requires 2 speeds: the speed at which the device should start beeping and the speed at which the device should stop beeping. Beep briefly when approaching warning speed, when selected, causes the device to beep twice when approaching the start beeping speed, as opposed to a continuous beep. Beep on dangerous driving is a combination of harsh braking, harsh cornering, and hard acceleration, and is similar to the accelerometer-based braking, acceleration, and cornering rules. It is also dependent upon the vehicle type. Choose the vehicle type by clicking on the box or drag the slider to adjust. Beep when seatbelt not used causes the Go device to beep when the vehicle exceeds the specified speed and the driver's seatbelt is unbuckled. The speed can be adjusted in the text box. By default, only the driver's seatbelt is monitored, but there is the option to monitor both driver and passenger seatbelts by selecting the box below. Note that seatbelt feedback does not work if the vehicle itself does not transmit seatbelt data. Finally, beep when reversing uses the device's accelerometer data to determine when the vehicle is moving backwards. When the vehicle is no longer moving backwards, the beeping stops. When selections are complete, select the Save button at the top of the screen. You have successfully set up driver feedback.